is coming up next here on FS1. Let's head over to Colin Cowherd. What you got for us today, Colin?
All sorts of stuff. NFL, college football, baseball. We'll start with this. Adam Silver runs the NBA. Right on one big issue, but he's to blame for another current problem in the league. We'll talk about that to lead our show.
Sounds intriguing. Thanks, Colin. Time for our final topic of the day here on Undisputed. Kawhi is officially a Clipper. The Athletic reports his new deal is 3 years for $103 million, with a player option in the 3rd year. The terms of the deal a bit surprising since most people were anticipating 4 years, but it does line up with the deal of his new teammate, Paul George. Shannon, your reaction?
Oh, I'm not surprised, Skip, and it also puts him in line again for another big deal. But it seems like he wants to be joined at the hip with Paul George. So both will be free agents in the same year, and it's like, okay, Clip, what are you gonna put around us? So I'm not surprised with him. You know, Kawhi's a major player, Skip, in the hoop game now. He on that level with LeBron and KD.
Old Sneaky Pete. So it sounds to me like number 2 and Paul George now rule the NBA world. It is their oyster. Because what can they do in 2 years? They can say, you know what? We want to be Lakers.
Yeah.
LeBron retiring, maybe. Or they can say, let's go save the Knicks. Or if number 2 had an ounce of honor left in him, he could say, you know what?
Go back and do Spurs.
Yeah, I got to right the wrong. I owe them. I'm going to go take Paul George back to San Antonio and make it up to my Spurs.
You said you didn't want it.
I'm giving him an out.
No, he'll want no out.
I would call him by his given name.
But you said you didn't want to know. We're done with him. We want no parts of number 2.
I'm done with him, but again, does he want to make it up and right the wrong?
Oh.
It's karma.
So in other words, if he comes back to San Antonio, y'all win a title, all will be forgiven.
Well, I'd forgive that one.
I bet you
Well,
would.
how could I not?
No.
He's not going to do that?
He'd have thought about it had you not called him 2 for the last year. But since you did, he says he's not going to be able to do it.
Okay, it's my fault.
Yep.
But you know what? Those 2, speaking of 2, if they don't like it next year, they could mid-year, they could just say, you know what? We demand a trade. We want to go somewhere else if they don't like the Clippers, right? They run this league now.
But who's going to be able to have the cap space to move and get both of those guys? Both of those guys.
Everybody will move heaven and earth to get them.
Great stuff, guys. Wonderful day. That's it for us. But we're back tomorrow morning. Right now, Colin tells you why NBA players are point guard next season. He's coming off a year where he played a career-low 55 games and missed the playoffs for the first time since he was 20 years old. So, fast forward to this year. Skip, how much pressure is on LeBron this season?
The most pressure of any player in all of sports will be on LeBron James next year. I think you know this down deep, and you have been exerting it all morning because you are predicting a championship for this team. You are raving about the roster that Rob Pelinka filled out on the fly, scramble mode, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you have been saying 56 wins, 2 seed, championship.
Yes.
And I think a whole lot of people are jumping aboard your bandwagon. I told you earlier in this show, I almost feel sorry for your man Carson Wentz, limp it to him Wentz. But in this case, I do feel a little sorry for LeBron James because think of what just happened. He went from the butt of jokes all last year to suddenly flipping around to best player on the planet on the team many people believe will win next year's championship because he added Anthony Davis, right? So last year, there was a blooper reel circulating, a video, and we've got like a mini version of it. Do you remember, I don't know if you saw it, where it had all the low points, all the low lights of the Lakers season to the music One Shining Moment, the Luther Vandross song.
Yes.
And we have just a few of them. If we could just show them right now. These are a few of the lowlights that we just experienced last season. That's LeBron off the backboard on the inbounds. We got LeBron being shoved by Kuzma out to the three-point line to play a little bit of defense for once. We got LeBron rolling the ball up the floor and rolling it and rolling it and rolling it and then off his own foot out of bounds. That's ugly. And then we got, of course, the Hazonia block. Whew. And we got Hazonia. He stared him down after that. Remember, he walked off the court. LeBron was down on one knee and just stared him down. He got blocked. That's the game-winning shot blocked.
That lets you know, Skip, it's groin.
Okay.
No elevation.
It was all groin. This year, no more excuses. This year, the honeymoon is over. This year, he has everything at his fingertips he could ask for. This year, Space Jam will be in the can, right? Space Jam 2. So you got it all behind you, and the world will expect what LeBron posted, 2-3 weeks ago? Comeback season for the ages.
The big payback.
So he's exerting expectations on himself, which I admire. But now the world will embrace those. And now he's got to live up. And it's year 17. It's his age 34 season. Michael Jordan, age 34, made first team all defense and led the league in scoring.
I'm glad you say that. I find it ironic. Maybe this is the epiphany that I was looking for, Skip Bayless.
Okay.
17. Something LeBron James has felt since he was 17 years of age is pressure. Because that's when they started televising his game in high school.
I would agree.
The guy that put Chosen One on his back, the guy that went #1 overall in the draft in 2000, what was that, 3, Skip? Pressure.
Yeah, first game at Sacramento, remember? What did he go for, 25?
Yeah, the savior is something that the man has dealt with since he was 17 years of age. And it's funny, Skip, how old is LeBron now? 34, 17, 34.
Okay. Magic number? Maybe he should wear number 17?
No, he ain't wearing that number. No, he ain't wearing that. Skip, look, this is LeBron. We know what comes along with these great players. It's finals, or Super Bowls, or World Series, or bust. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan had these very expectations every single year. And if you didn't get that, no matter what you did, it wasn't good enough. That's what LeBron James is up against. Skip, why you think you see all this player movement? It's because of him.
Okay.
Golden State geared up to stop him. Kawhi Leonard swooped in and got Paul George to stop him.
That is correct.
He knows what's up.
And by the way, he just got called out by number 2, basically. Number 2 said, no, I don't want to play with you. I want to team up with my SoCal man.
Yeah.
We're going to go against you in your house. It's the ultimate throwdown challenge.
What did we do?
And I'm impressed.
We do this.
Yeah.
It don't matter. We ready.
Yeah.
Let you know you in our house.
Okay.
Every dog will fight harder in his home, Skip.
That is correct, but it's their home too.
No,
so
it's
we
not.
got 2 dogs.
You
fighting
paying rent.
Yep.
You pay rent.
This is like your dogs fighting. I don't think your dogs
My
fight.
dogs don't fight, no.
It would be a mismatch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Skip, first of all, they are tenants. A tenant is not an ownership. You cannot be in ownership position as
Really?
a tenant. They are tenants in our building.
I think that they would say that the Lakers are also tenants in that building.
We own Staples.
Yeah.
When you think of Staples, you don't think of Clippers. You think of the Lakers. Now,
Well, that's true. That could change quickly.
Well, look here. They own I think he's number 2 is all of sports. Go out there and Playa Vista and build a stadium out there and see how many fans you get.
Okay.
It's us. And
Yeah.
LeBron James, there's no pressure, Skip Bayless. There's always pressure on LeBron. And he's always met the challenge. And I see this year will be no different. The only difference between this year and last year, guess what, Skip? We are the champions going to be playing in the background.
Okay. So you always tell me it's all about expectations.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes, and I got high.
There will be no higher expectations on anyone than on your man next
I love
year.
it.
Do you?
Yes.
I'm not sure he can live up to it as he turns 34 years of age in his
No, he'll turn
17th
35.
year. 35?
Yeah.
Oh, he's 34 now. That's right. So we consider it his 35-year-old season. That's really good.
Don't matter.
Yeah.
Does not matter, Skip Bayless. You know what's going to happen.
And this is his honeymoon is over season. This is his
He didn't
welcome.
have a honeymoon. He ain't even go on a honeymoon. That's
he
how
did.
locked in he was.
Last
he
year
didn't go
was
on
a
a
honeymoon.
honeymoon. You know,
Yeah,
sometimes, you get mad, the money, you don't have the money, you don't have a destiny, you just go to the justice of the peace. And you say, baby, at a later date and time, I'm going to take you on that dream honeymoon. You deserve to go to Maui. You deserve to go to Tahiti or wherever you want to go.
I would say
Maldives.
28 and 27 as a starter for last year's Lakers is a honeymoon.
That ain't no
Yeah, it is.
honeymoon.
That's a honeymoon.
No, it ain't, Skip Bayless.
Being able to hang in Brentwood up on the deck, right? Smoking cigars, sipping wine.
Yeah,
from
we
the
had some
cellar.
Camas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some Camas. And we had some Petrus.
Okay. So are you going to bounce back, comeback season for the ages this year? It's all on him. He's the guy.
Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for 16 years.
Really.
Yeah.
You were missing in action last year.
Hey, I don't care. The Beatles didn't put out a #1 hit every year.
Well, they did too.
No, they did not.
Until they broke
No,
up.
they did
Oh,
not.
they
No,
did
no, every year.
They put out 4 a year.
Yeah,
Oh, stop.
That's what he did.
Yes, they did.
He been putting out hits for 14 years.
Yeah,
They
okay.
didn't last that long.
I give you that. They did not.
14.
Nope. They broke up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It was Yoko's fault.
That's Yoko's fault.
She ruined the greatest thing ever.
No, that wasn't
That's
great.
okay.
No.
Love you, Yoko.
No. They got tired.
Yep. So this is it. You predicted it. So you're the principal pressure exerter, right?
Yeah.
You still got them winning the championship. You want to back off?
No. That's the expectations.
Okay.
That's the expectations that we set. And you know what, Skip? I'll make sure that when we win this title, do me a photo. I'm like, bro, let's go and get this thing. We're going to be drinking wine, smoking cigars. Nice old bottle of probably some vintage Opus or something like that. We don't mess with silver oak. That's beneath us.
Why don't you just go for the yak?
No. You can't celebrate. We going to celebrate. You try to get us. No, we want to enjoy the moment. You know, yak, you get that, you take that yak to the head, you ain't trying to enjoy the moment. You trying to forget the moment. We're not trying to forget
anything.
No, we ain't trying to do that, Skip.
You realize you're on. This is it.
Yeah.
You've gone from blooper reel to championship.
I wanted AD. We got AD. We would have loved to have Kawhi, Skip Bayless. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that we wouldn't, but I take AD. I am not disappointed that I have AD.
Okay.
I like Boogie. I like the additions. I love what Rob Pelinka did.
Let's see. Houston, Utah, Denver, Portland, San Antonio.
And everybody.
And the Clippers.
Take a back seat.
And the Clippers.
Take a back seat. Take a back seat. We driving.
And I didn't even bring up the Pelicans.
Skip.
You don't think they're going to do some damage?
For team.
Yeah, they'll sleep.
Yeah.
Still, Snow. They Cinderella sleeping.
No.
Snow White, excuse me.
They're just